Hello students, how are you? I hope you are well and your study is going on. So students, in this video we are going to discuss about the heart, what is heart and where it is situated, what is the structure and functions are heart. So students, in earlier videos we have discussed about the components of transportation and the components of blood circulatory system. So again I want to remind you what are these components of blood circulatory system. If you didn't watch the earlier videos, you can go to the description box of this video and you can watch from there. So students, these are three components of blood circulatory system. What they are: blood, heart, blood vessels. Students, in this video we will discuss about the heart. So students, also you must know about it. It is very delicate organ, and in class 7th also you have read about it. Where it is situated? It is situated inside the thoracic cavity of human between the two lungs. So between the two lungs it is situated. आप यहाँ पर इस तरह से देख सकते हैं, ये दो लंग्स, इनके बीच में यहाँ पर ये हार्ट सिचुएटेड होता है. In this video I will tell you the advanced features of heart. Students, here a small cavity also present. So this cavity is known as the mediastinal cavity. Mediastinal cavity is the cavity at where heart is situated. So this cavity is known as the mediastinal cavity, and the heart is covered by a membrane. This membrane is known as the pericardium. Pericardium is the membrane. Inside it, heart is situated. So inside pericardium, some fluid-like structure is found. This fluid-like structure is known as the pericardial fluid. So pericardial fluid is filled inside it. What is the function of pericardium and pericardial fluid? Pericardium, it protects the heart from outside body organ at the time of contraction and relaxation, and also protect the outer infection. So fluid filled inside it. What is the function of this fluid? Pericardial fluid. Pericardial fluid protects the heart from friction. At the time of contraction and relaxation, the heart, it rubs with this membrane. So rubbing is reduced or friction is reduced with the help of this pericardial fluid. So this pericardial fluid is very important and also very surprising, because it is very delicate organ and it works without tiredness throughout the life. At the time of exercise, at the time of jumping, at the time of running, every time heart functions and it is protected. So it is surprising protection of the nature inside our body. So students, you are looking here, this is the structure of heart, and this is outer structure, and this is internal structure. Before the discussion of structure, I want to discuss with you that what is the shape of heart. It is the shape of heart, it is fist like, just like our fist. When we make our fist, it just like it. So it is about fist shape and the size. So it is of our fist size and fist shape. So just like it. So students, do you know that heart is the main body pump, and it can pump throughout the life without tiredness, because here some muscles, some special muscles are situated. These muscles are known as the special muscle as well as cardiac muscles. So cardiac muscles are the muscles which functions throughout the life without tiredness. So let's discuss about the structure of heart. It is external structure or external view. Students, from outside we can look the pulmonary artery, superior vena cava, aorta, pulmonary vein, right ventricle, inferior vena cava, right ventricle, right atrium, right ventricle, left ventricle, coronary artery, pulmonary vein. Coronary artery is the artery which carries the blood फ्रॉम हार्ट टू हार्ट वॉल। मीन्स हार्ट पूरी बॉडी में ब्लड सप्लाई करता है, लेकिन हार्ट को कौन ब्लड सप्लाई करता है? खुद हार्ट को ब्लड सप्लाई करने वाली ये आर्टरी होती है, दिस इज कोरोनरी आर्टरी। सो इट इज़ अबाउट एक्सटर्नल स्ट्रक्चर, लेट्स डिस्कस अबाउट द इंटरनल स्ट्रक्चर। सो स्टूडेंट्स, व्हेन वी cut the heart vertically, then we look that four chambers are situated inside the heart. That is why human heart is four chambered heart. Four chambered heart, this is the special and advanced feature other than the lower organism. So in other organism, heart can two chambered heart is situated in fishes, and three chambered heart is situated in amphibian and reptiles. But in crocodile it is four chambered heart. So crocodile has four chambered heart. So crocodile is also reptile, but from the reptile, crocodile only has four chambered heart. So four chambered heart is situated in human as well as birds. Birds also has four chambered heart. So let's discuss about the internal structure of heart. Students, we can divide heart vertically into two parts. This is left part and this is right part. So student, also we can divide heart in another plane, middle from these two parts. So student, this is upper part and this is lower part. So in upper part, two chambers are situated, one is here and another one is here, and in lower part also two chambers are situated, these two chambers. So students, in upper part, if we will discuss that two chambers, what they are, from right side, one upper chamber is called atrium, means both the upper chamber are called atrium. So atrium, left side is left atrium, right side is right atrium, and lower side, these two chambers are called ventricles. So here right side right ventricle and left side left ventricle. So these four chambers are here. Students, these four chambers are connected with the broader blood vessels. What they are? So these broader blood vessels you can understand here. Here these two broader blood vessels are connected with right atrium. What they are? Superior vena cava. You can look here, it is written superior vena cava, and this is inferior vena cava. Superior vena cava is connected with upper body organ. So upper body organs are connected with the superior vena cava, and it receives the blood from upper body organ. And inferior vena cava, it is connected with the lower body organ, and it receives the blood from lower body organ. And from these two vena cava, the blood comes, means impure blood. Impure blood means deoxygenated blood. Here carbon dioxide is more and oxygen is less. Carbon dioxide is more and oxygen is less. In this blood is known as the deoxygenated blood. So deoxygenated blood comes from these vena cava, superior vena cava and inferior vena cava, from upper body organs with the help of superior vena cava and lower body organs with the help of inferior vena cava. Impure blood comes into this chamber, right atrium. So students, I am telling you a trick, that A for arrival and A for atrium. So atrium are the chambers at where arrival of blood takes place. Arrival of blood. So these chambers at where arrival of blood takes place. And another two chambers are lower side chambers. These two chambers are ventricles, from where blood is exit and arrival, arrival from the body parts and exit from the heart. So this continuously occurs. Students, another left part, when the blood comes from these vena cava, blood comes in this atrium, and from this atrium it reaches into the right ventricle. Right ventricle when contracts, it moves through this one, pulmonary artery. So pulmonary artery is divided into two parts. This one is known as the left pulmonary artery, and this one is known as the right pulmonary artery, because at their situation, it is situated right side and it is situated left side. So left pulmonary artery, it connects with the left lung, and right pulmonary artery is connect with the right lung. So it carries the impure blood to the right lung as well as left lung. So impure blood reaches inside the lungs. After the purification, when blood pures inside the lung, pures means blood gets oxygenated, oxygen gets mixed and carbon dioxide gets reduced. So when oxygen gets mixed inside the blood, this blood is known as the oxygenated blood. Oxygenated blood. In earlier classes or lower classes, you were saying it that pure blood and impure blood. So oxygenated blood comes through these veins. These veins are pulmonary veins. You can see pulmonary veins. These two pulmonary veins connects with the right lung, and these two pulmonary veins connects with the left lung. So pure blood or oxygenated bloods comes through these veins, pulmonary veins, and reaches inside the left atrium. I earlier told you that arrival occurs in the atrium, that is why pure and impure blood both comes in the atrium. So pure blood comes in the left atrium and impure blood comes in the right atrium. The blood after coming from these pulmonary veins reaches to the left ventricle. When left ventricle contracts, this blood reaches into upper body parts through the aorta and some blood goes downside to the lower body organs through the descending aorta. So blood reaches in upper body organs through these arteries. These arteries are known as carotid artery, and blood goes downside through the descending aorta. So I think you are understanding well. Students, pulmonary artery is the artery, it is the exception of artery. Why? All the body artery are the arteries which carry the pure blood. Pure means oxygenated blood. When oxygenated blood is carried by the artery, all the body artery carry this oxygenated blood, but this artery, pulmonary artery, it carries deoxygenated blood, means in which carbon dioxide is more. And students, these veins are the exception of veins. Exception of veins, because all the body veins, these veins carry the deoxygenated blood, and this vein is the vein, or these veins carry the oxygenated blood. Oxygenated blood from the lungs, it is reaches into the left atrium. That is why it is the exception of veins. So students, it is all about the structure of internal structure of heart. One thing is more, students, between these atrium and ventricle, right side and left side also, between these atrium and ventricle, valves are situated. So you are looking like this, valves. These valves between the right atrium and right ventricle, this is known as the tricuspid valve, and between the left atrium and left ventricle, this is the bicuspid valve. So bicuspid valve and tricuspid valves are the very important valves from where these help the carrying of blood from atrium to ventricles. And also these valves maintain the blood pressure inside the chambers. So these are very important. Students, you are also being able to see these valves. पल्मोनरी आर्टरी में जो वॉल्व्स लगे हैं इसको हम लोग पल्मोनरी वॉल्व्स कहते हैं. सो पल्मोनरी वॉल्व्स, और आप लोग यहाँ पर भी देख रहे होंगे ऑर्टिक वॉल्व कहते हैं इनको. जो ये आर्टिक वॉल्व हैं ये ऑर्टा में लगे हुए हैं. मतलब इन बॉल्ब्स का काम होता है कि ब्लड एक बार अगर वेंट्रिकल से ऊपर पंप हो गया तो ये ब्लड दोबारा वापस लौट करके वेंट्रिकल में ना आए। तो ये दोनों पल्मोनरी और ऑर्टिक वाल्व का काम ये होता है। सेम यही फंक्शन ये परफॉर्म करते हैं ट्राइकस्पिड वाल्व और बाइकस्पिड वाल्व। सो आई थिंक यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग वेल स्टूडेंट्स। लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड द नेक्स्ट थिंग, हाउ इट परफॉर्म द फंक्शन एंड व्हाट इज द फंक्शनिंग ऑफ हार्ट। कैसे ये कॉन्टैक्ट रिलैक्स करता है और ब्लड कैसे मूव करता है। सो स्टूडेंट्स, यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड द फंक्शनिंग ऑफ ब्लड, सॉरी फंक्शनिंग ऑफ हार्ट with the help of this animation. So let's understand this animation. Student, in this animation you are being able to watch that upper part is contracted, means arteries are contracted when bloods reach inside the ventricles. When ventricles are contracted, blood goes through the pulmonary artery and aorta in the body parts. So blood is received by the atrium after the relaxation of atrium, and it reaches inside the ventricle after the contraction of atrium. So student, I think you are understanding very well. So let's discuss about the rhythmic contraction and relaxation occurs in heart, but how? Who will tell or who is telling the heart to contract and relax? कब हार्ट को कांटेक्ट करना है, कब हार्ट को रिलैक्स करना है, ये कौन बताता है हार्ट को, और ये कैसे ऑटोमेटिकली कंट्रोल होता रहता है थ्रू आउट द लाइफ. सो स्टूडेंट्स, लेट्स डिस्कस. इन द राइट एट्रियम वन नोड इज सिचुएटेड. Node means this is the bunch of muscles, because human heart is myogenic heart. Myogenic means it is under the control of muscles. That is why it is myogenic, because no nerve is situated or no nerve controls the rhythmicity of this heart. That is why it is known as the myogenic heart. So this is the bunch of muscle and is called node. And this is known as SA node. SA node means, it's the full form of SA node, sinoatrial node. Sinoatrial node. इसको हम पेस मेकर भी कहते हैं. आपने कई बार सुना होगा कि कुछ लोगों का पेस मेकर ख़राब हो जाता है, जिसकी वजह से उनके हार्ट की रेडमिसिटी बिगड़ जाती है. सो इट इज़ द पेस मेकर ऑफ आवर हार्ट, एंड यू कैन से इट इज़ द ब्रेन ऑफ आवर हार्ट, बिकॉज इट कंट्रोल्स over all the rhythmicity or contraction and relaxation of heart. So student, this SA node controls these two chambers, means right atrium and left atrium. ये अपने इस जिस एट्रियम में राइट एट्रियम में सिचुएटेड होता है उसको भी कंट्रोल करता है, और दूसरे एट्रियम मींस लेफ्ट एट्रियम को भी कंट्रोल करता है. इसकी कॉन्ट्रैक्शन और रिलैक्सेशन को ये कंट्रोल करता है. कैसे कंट्रोल करता है? इसमें बहुत सारे मसल फाइबर, जैसे मैंने एरो से बनाया है, ये मसल फाइबर पड़े होते हैं, और इन मसल फाइबर के थ्रू एक इलेक्ट्रिसिटी या नर्व इम्पल्स तो हम नहीं कह सकते, इसमें मसल इम्पल्स जो होती हैं वो जनरेट होती हैं यहाँ से, इस नोड से, और ये इस डायरेक्शन में मूव करती हैं, जिससे इनको सिग्नल मिलता है, और दोनों में जो मसल्स होती हैं वो कॉन्ट्रैक्शन और रिलैक्सेशन करती रहती हैं. साथ ही साथ ये ऐसे नोड दोनों एट्रियम को कंट्रोल करने के साथ साथ इस एक दूसरे नोड को भी कंट्रोल करता है. ये जो दूसरा नोड होता है इसको हम लोग कहते हैं AB नोड. ये नोड AB नोड को हम लोग कहते हैं एट्रियो वेंट्रिकुलर नोड. एट्रियोवेंट्रिकुलर नोड, इसको हम AV नोड कहते हैं, और इसको हम दूसरा नाम देते हैं पेस सेटर. जैसे वो पेस मेकर था, इसी तरह से ये पेस सेटर है. तो ये पेस सेटर है. तो यहाँ पर ये क्या काम करता है? यहाँ पर ये इस तरह से मसल फाइबर इससे जुड़े होते हैं, और ये मसल फाइबर वेंट्रिकल्स की बॉल में फैले रहते हैं. व्हेन इट ओरिजिनेट्स द impulses, these impulses goes through these muscle fibers. These muscle fibers carries the signal of contraction and relaxation of the ventricles. तो ये वेंट्रिकल जैसे ही ऐसे नोड इसको स्टिमुलेट करता है, ये कुछ ही समय में यहाँ से इम्पल्स को जनरेट करता है और इस वेंट्रिकल की दीवार में इम्पल्स को भेजता है. तो ये वेंट्रिकल्स कॉन्टैक्ट और रिलैक्स होते रहते हैं. ये आप इस एनिमेशन के थ्रू ही समझ सकते हैं अच्छे से। तो देखिए इस एनिमेशन को अच्छे से। सो स्टूडेंट्स लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड। देखिए आप देख रहे हैं कि यहाँ पर ऊपर एक येलो कलर का नोड है, तो वो कुछ इम्पल्सिस को भेजता है दोनों एट्रियम में। पहले दोनों एट्रियम में भेजता है और साथ में ये ए बी नोड को भी स्टिमुलेट कर देता है। और ये ए बी नोड जब इम्पल्सिस को भेजता है तो वेंट्रिकल कॉन्टैक्ट और रिलैक्स होते हैं। तो इस तरह से लगातार ये प्रोसेस चलता रहता है। ऊपर ऐसे नोड एट्रियम को भी स्टिमुलेट करता है और एवी नोड को भी स्टिमुलेट करता है, तो एट्रियम का कॉन्ट्रैक्शन और रिलैक्सेशन होता रहता है। लेकिन एवी नोड केवल वेंट्रिकल का कॉन्ट्रैक्शन और रिलैक्सेशन करता है। तो इस तरह से ए बी नोड और एस ए नोड दोनों मिलकर के पूरे हार्ट को कंट्रोल करते रहते हैं। तो आई थिंक यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग वेल। नाउ वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट द वॉल्व्स इन हार्ट। सो स्टूडेंट्स, व्हाट आर द वॉल्व्स? अभी मैंने थोड़ा सा आपको बता भी दिया था। इसको ट्राइकस्पिड वॉल्व, इसको बाइकस्पिड वॉल्व क्यों कहते हैं, आप यहाँ से समझ सकते हैं। यहाँ पर कस्प यानी फ्लैप, दीज आर 3 फ्लैप इनसाइड द membrane. So that is why it is known as the tricusp. Tri means 3, cusp means flaps. So tricuspid valves are situated between the right atrium and right ventricle. So right atrium and right ventricle, इन दोनों के बीच में tricuspid valve. Bicuspid valve, it is situated between the left atrium and left ventricle. So इन दोनों के बीच की मेम्ब्रेन में ये बाइकस्पिड वॉल्व होता है। बाइकस्पिड वॉल्व को मिट्रल वॉल्व भी कहते हैं। सो इस तरह से आप लोग वॉल्व को अच्छे से समझ सकते हैं। यहाँ पर ऑर्टिक वॉल्व, जो ऑर्टा के अंदर वॉल्व होते हैं, और जो पल्मोनरी वॉल्व होते हैं, वो भी आप लोग यहाँ पर अच्छे से समझ सकते हैं। ये वॉल्व जनरली इनको हम लोग सेमी ल्यूनर वॉल्व कहते हैं, बिकॉज इनके जो फ्लैप होते हैं वो इस तरह के होते हैं। ये हाफ या हम लोग सेमी ल्यूनर शेप इसको हम कह सकते हैं। दैट इज़ वाई दीज वॉल्व्स आर ऑल्सो नोन एज द सेमी ल्यूनर वॉल्व। सेमी ल्यूनर वॉल्व। सो सेमी ल्यूनर वॉल्व्स भी होते हैं। आप लोग देख सकते हैं यहाँ पर व्हाट आर द फंक्शंस ऑफ वॉल्व। वॉल्व्स इन द हार्ट प्रिवेंट्स बैक फ्लो ऑफ द ब्लड एंड ऑल्सो हेल्प्स इन द मेंटेनिंग सर्टेन प्रेशर इन डिफरेंट चैम्बर्स ऑफ हार्ट। सो स्टूडेंट्स, आई थिंक यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग वेरी वेल। अगर आपको क्लियर हो गया हो तो कमेंट जरूर करें। इसके आगे मैं आपको 1-2 डिजीज़ के बारे में हार्ट की बताऊँगा। आज के लिए इतना ही। थैंक यू वेरी मच।